Good morning, friends. Myself, S.B. Ghuge, lecturer in Applied Mechanics. I am going to teach you mechanics of structure, in which I am going to teach you the moment of inertia, this topic, under the e-learning teaching process during the lockdown period. And I am in the group of mechanics of structures. My colleagues are, other colleagues are Wagmare sir from Khamgaon and Mr. Devpare from GP Amravati. So today we will start learn about the concepts of moment of inertia. Moment of inertia. We have already learned in applied mechanics that the inertia is the property of body to continue in its state of rest or of uniform motion in a straight line. To change the state of body, an external agency, that is force, is essential for bodies in rectilinear motion. The force required to change its states depends upon the mass of the body. Therefore, for bodies in rectilinear motion, the mass of the body is the predominant measure of inertia possessed by it. For bodies in rotation at any axis, the force required to change the state of body not only depends upon the mass of the body but its distance from the axis around which it is rotating. Therefore, we can conclude that the body is in angular motion, the mass of the body and the distance of force from the axis of rotation are the true measures of inertia possessed by it. In engineering practice, mass of the body is replaced by the area. Right? We also know that the moment of the force at any point is the product of force and perpendicular distance, that is the moment of force, and similarly the moment of area means the area into the perpendicular distance between the axis and the centroid of the area. And if we take the moment of area, that is the area into perpendicular distance between CG of area and that axis, it is known as the first moment of area. And if again we take the moment of the first moment of area, listen, moment of area, it is known as second moment of inertia, second moment of area, it is also known as the moment of inertia of that area about that particular axis. Now we'll see mathematically or logically. Listen here, the moment of inertia of a plane area about the centroidal axis. So see here figure as shown in figure as shown in figure, x and y axis are shown, and this area irregular area A is subdivided into parts A1, A2, A3 and so on, and the distances x1, x2, x3 are the distances of their CG from y-axis, and y1, y2, y3 are the distances of their CG about the x-axis from their centroids. Now, as per the definition, as already we have learned, the moment of area, that is area into its distance of its CG about particular axis. Now we'll take the moment of this area per every elementary area about the y-axis. Now first moment of area of A1, that is elementary portion A1 about y-axis is A1 into x1, right? So this is the first moment of area of the A1 or A1 elementary portion. If we again take the second moment of area, that is the moment of first moment of area. So first moment of area A1 into x1, that is the second moment of area, and that is A1 x1 square, right? Similarly, take the moment of area of A2, A3, second moment of area of A2, A3, and so on, as A2 x2 square, A3 x3 square, An xn square here, and and cover the entire area A, which has already been divided by elementary strips, and sum of them means the take the sum of second moment of area of all the elementary strip as calculated above, like this, and about y-axis. So we can write down here as Iyy is equal to a1 x1 square plus a2 x2 square plus a3 x3 square plus, and so on, dot dot dot, an xn square up to an xn square. Therefore, Iyy is equal to summation of all the summation of all the second moment of area of all elementary strip, that is sigma Iyy is equal to sigma ax square. And similarly, if we take the second moment of area of all elementary strip about the y-axis, then a1 x1 square, y-axis we have taken ixx, it will be equal to ixx is equal to sigma a y square. So Iyy and Ixx. Iyy, that is moment of inertia of entire area about y-axis, and Ixx, I indicate the moment of inertia, and the suffix xx indicates the moment of area about xx axis. So we can take the second moment of inertia, that is moment of inertia of entire area about x and y axis, as Iyy is equal to sigma ax square and Ixx is equal to sigma ay square, right? Then what is the moment of inertia, unit of moment of inertia? So moment of inertia, that is area into square of distance. If we take the dimensions in meter, then the unit of area, that is meter square, and unit of distance is meter, and its square, that is meter square. So meter square into meter square, that is meter raised to power 4. If we take the dimensions in centimeter, then the unit of mi, moment of inertia, that is cm raised to power 4, and if we take the dimensions in mm, the unit of mi is mm raised to power 4, right? So in this way we can conclude, or finally we can define the moment of inertia of a body as moment of inertia of a body at any axis, maybe about x, maybe about y. So moment of inertia of a body about any axis is equal to the product of the area of the body and the square of distance of its centroid from the axis. So I think it might have been clear in your mind what is the moment of inertia. Okay, thank you. Next time we'll see the another concepts of the moment of inertia. Thank you very much.